Hey, thank you for watching my channel. I am the Divine Maverick, also known as the Mother of Twins, helping you along your twin flame journey. If this is your first time watching the channel, thank you so much for being here. I realize you could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to spend a little time with me, and I appreciate that. So, if you do me a favor and smash that like button for this video, go ahead and comment. Also, share this video and subscribe to the channel. Here's why. Because your energy will be, what do you need to release? Sorry. The card. It'll be all, your energy will be all up in these card decks. That probably was your message. What do you need to release? That's why you're watching. This is Divine Masculine Energy read for you. But that's why you subscribe to the channel, because it'll have your energy in the card decks and you'll be a part of the tribe. Speaking of the tribe, thank you, Sunflowers, over there on Patreon. I love y'all. Thank you for supporting the sister on this ride. Also, looking forward to this weekend with the Patreon members. We're going to have our sexpert, our resident sexpert on, Sarah Hall, talking to us about the magic of Valentine's Day, emphasis on the V. You got me? So definitely going to just delve into some wonderful energy on Saturday night. And Patreon member, here we come. All right, now. Sorry, my shameless plug, but if I don't promote me, who will? Man, right? Anyway, this is Divine Masculine Energy read. So I was sitting in Divine Masculine's energy. Luck is on your side. The cards are really singing, y'all. They're ready to talk, and we're going to get it. The overall energy, don't let pride get in the way, is the power to change. It says, I accept that I have the ability to make changes within my life. I choose what makes my life more full of self-love and head in that direction. I was hearing the India.Re song, Headed in the Right Direction, but it's about movement. I cannot think of the melody to save my life, but it's like, headed in, I think it's right direction. I could be wrong, but anyway. But this Divine Masculine is definitely headed in the right direction, and he wants you to know it. He realizes that he has the power to change his circumstances. What's more beautiful than that is I've been seeing on a lot of oracle cards and just hearing it a lot, and I've been pulling that card a lot for some people. All about acceptance. Acceptance. You was transformed when you accept. As a matter of fact, I think the last read I did with Twins with No Communication was acceptance. Once you accept the situation as it is, it will transform. And so let's put this with the masculine. Divine Masculine is saying he's accepted that he was in a dead-end situation. He was in a dead-end relationship. He was at a dead-end job. He was working with some dead-end people. He did some dead-end things, okay? And he was tired of doing that, and so he ended the cycle. He had to come to that realization, though. Pressure from you, Divine Feminine, did not do this. It wasn't that. It was that he had to come to it to himself. And for you, Divine Feminine, you had to let him. So you were over on your side, putting your, Queen of Swords, King of Swords energy there. Don't let pride get in the way. There it is again. Because it was a lot of pride. The Divine Masculine was not going to let you tell him what to do, and you were not going to let the Divine Masculine not tell you what you were going to tell him what to do. I don't know. You know what I mean? And so you have that going on. So see how that lines up with where you are in your life. Who are you having conflict with, and what is the conflict around? Okay? What does the conflict surround, rather? Who is it? What is it? All right? So I have the power. I have the power. Well, I got the power. I just heard that song. Oh. It's getting kind of hectic. It's getting. I bet it was for Divine Masculine. Anyway. So let's see what the situation was, and then we're gonna pull some different oracles to see if we get a pick up some channel some. That's what I'm trying to say. Situation. Show the world the real you. You could be dealing with an Aquarius. But show the world the real you. Yeah, take the mask off. Yeah. Make the changes. You have the power to change and make the changes. He chose what makes his life more full of self-love. This is also about vulnerability, opening up. Yeah, opening up. And that's what's happening. He's going to, y'all, sorry. Whatever these cards are, did y'all hear that? Something's going to happen suddenly, because that scared the daylights out of me. That card, I wish y'all could have felt the force of that card to fly. But anyway, whatever these four are, they want to be heard and seen. So let's see. Oh, they're all in reverse. Let me turn them around. Okay. So, okay. Well, we know he's not. That's why you're tapping his energy. For some of you, not all of you, they are not. You guys aren't speaking. You guys aren't speaking. And for others of you, you need to just relax. Divine Feminine, you need to relax. Divine Masculine is not speaking because of the pressure that is mounting, the pressure that is felt coming from you. And what that is, Divine Feminine, for you as it relates in your life, that pressure is from you saying, come on, come on, come on, come on. Even in your career, even in your, you're planting seeds and looking at the seeds going, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Well, no, you just started repairing your credit. No, you just started the weight loss plan. No, you just started eating healthier. No, you just started learning to be on your own without telling everybody every detail about your life. You see what I'm saying? And so you pressure yourself and you want my healing to come right now. I'm just going to simply say I'm healed and I'm healed. No, yeah, you know what I mean? They feel the pressure, so they shut down. They can't talk. Not talking. Okay, I feel the pressure from you. I feel the pressure to change. But you have to know that I have the power to change. It's my power, not your power, and not your power over me. That's what I'm attached to now. I almost said attracted to, but yeah, that's what I was attracted to before. Somebody taking control, said the Divine Masculine. Maybe that only child syndrome, spoiled and entertained, spoiled and what is that word? Entitled. You know, you probably deal with masculines that were overindulged as children. As grown men, they are just downright. They have a bunch of toys, maybe expensive cars, or they like expensive cars, or they have a watch collection, or they like luxury, or they like name brand clothes, or they always dream about traveling far away around water, or flying on a plane, or having a jet, or spending money going to Vegas. They have their lives of grandeur. You know what I mean? Lives of grandeur. Divine masculine energy right here. And if that's not him, that's you. But either way, y'all got me. Y'all got me. We're moving on. So, Divine Feminine, relax. In other words, just relax. No pressure. You've got pressure within yourself, waiting for something to happen, rushing it. You're bringing that same energy to this connection. You're not waiting on this connection to come to fruition before you blossom. You blossom, and then this connection will come into fruition. Work through your fears. I love it. Be vulnerable. Work through your fears. Divine Masculine. That's what he's been doing. I have the power to change. I accept that I have the ability to make changes within my life. Now, I'm not scared anymore. Because I accept that I have the ability to make changes within my life. Okay? The energy is gaining momentum. Again, coming to fruition. Coming to fruition. Nice. Confidence is the key to your success right at the beginning. Okay. So great. Now we went from ego to confidence. Confidence feels a lot like faith. So I hold this card, New Moon in Leo. You may be dealing with Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, right? But New Moon is February 11th. Full moon out here too. So ready to show the world the real you. Ready to begin to work through every fear, starting one by one. And with the first one is knowing not to be afraid of the change, knowing that confidence is the key, knowing that it can happen, having the faith in yourself to do that thing. This is Divine Masculine. And he needed to be very quiet about it to do that, Divine Feminine. He wasn't telling you this. He wasn't telling you this. He was being very quiet about this while he was healing through this power of this change that he had the power to make. He is headed in a new direction. He's headed in a direction of self-love. And who is love? I am love, love. Waiting here to give you what you need, like you do for me. It's Divine Feminine. That's who it is. I am love, love. For the first time I know that it's real. Oh, you make me feel. Page of Cups, I am love. I am love. And that's why they're ready to take the mask off and show what they want. Head towards what they want. Head in the right direction. Make choices that make their life more full of self-love. King of Cups. So emotional. I get so emotional, baby. King of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. We definitely got a water sign out here. Totally. Probably dealing with an air sign. Virgo. Virgo energy. Scorpio. Yeah, so taking time to examine his feelings and talk about this, think about this commitment. Divine Masculine is thinking about not only leveling up spiritually, but committing a level up with you. His spirituality goes hand in hand with his commitment to you. His commitment to God, Goddess, is his commitment to you. Ready to start something solid, stable, real. Pentacle energy is earth energy. Earth energy is about identity, comfort, career, creature comforts, things of life, build a new life, start a new life. But it's a stable new life. It's a small offer, but it's a step in the right direction. Had to work through a lot of fears here. What kind of fears are we working through? What kind of fears is the Divine Masculine working through? Time. The fear of growing older, the fear of time, the fear of letting go of a cycle. The fear of allowing something to end, a way of life to end. The fear of leaving one world and moving into a new world, but knowing that he needed to. A fear of closing out something that used to mean the world to him. Queen of Swords. What would fear? What, a Libra? A woman that could cut him down with words. A woman that could cut his heart open with a glance. A woman that spoke truth. A woman that spoke truth. A woman that could be very dominating. I know it's not in reverse, but I'm saying I'm pulling the energy off the card. A Queen of Swords. We all know the Queen of Swords don't play. Dealing with somebody that wanted to make sure that he knew and clear that it was what it is and was what it was. Was he afraid? He was afraid. He was afraid of the truth. He was afraid of boundaries. He had no boundaries. He was afraid of boundaries because he had his boundaries overrun by someone that could be very cutting and biting. Somebody that could be very cunning and manipulating. Somebody that did not pursue peace, seek peace. So he freed himself. But he was afraid to do it. He was afraid of the thought of having to start a new life on his own. He could envision himself stable, solid, not needing anything, enjoying the messages from heaven, out in nature, speaking, writing, teaching. This Divine Masculine is like a Renaissance man. He's a student. This Divine Masculine likes poetry. He likes art. This Divine Masculine is, loves jazz. This Divine Masculine can listen to country. This Divine Masculine listens to all genres. This Divine Masculine is like a world traveler, but ain't been nowhere. What? I don't know that make any sense. If you do have a world traveler, then yay for you. But I feel like this is a Divine Masculine that is a world traveler, knows a lot of things about a lot of things, and very astute, right? But has never been out of their city. I don't know. You belong to the city. Yeah, I feel like this is, they use their smarts for the streets, or they lived way, way, way under their potential. But anyway, they feared standing on their own because they were attached to a family. They were attached to a community. They were attached to a reputation. One more. What else is Divine Masculine working through? And they were afraid of being left out in the cold by you. They were afraid of being abandoned by you because they didn't have a father. And the father they did have was so vicious to them. With the whip, I'm hearing, in the closet. So vicious to them that they just didn't want to be left alone. So they had a fear. They had a fear of opening up. They had a fear of saying, I'm sorry. They didn't believe in apologies until they met you. They didn't believe in a lot of things until they met you. Yes. The energy, wow. well, and that's that, folks. We'll leave it right there and then look at the bottom of the deck. But the energy is gaining momentum just got clarified with the Ace of Wands. I know that's right. Yeah. Ready to start something new. I accept that I have the ability to make changes within my life. I choose what makes my life more full of self-love, and I head in that direction. And they're being quiet about it because they're thinking, and they are also asking questions of the divine to make sure that they do the right thing and they don't fall into any traps of self-delusion or illusion or deception or manipulation. And they're making sure they do the right thing because they know that this is forever. They know that you, Divine Feminine, are forever. So it's worth whatever amount of time it takes and whatever it takes to bring it in. It's worth it. And that's why they take time to breathe out. And that's why they want you to take time to breathe out. Because anything worth having is worth waiting for. This is what they think of you. Full of emotion, wanting a commitment, wanting to change their whole life for you based on your beliefs and what you have shown them in the way you have grown up and you have grown up. They want what you have. They want that energy that you have. So much so that they're willing to make you an offer for it. And they were working very, very hard for this coin. They were working very, very hard to bring you stability and protection on every side. And they were working very, very hard to give you their heart. Look at the color the boy is wearing. To give you their heart. Because as you can see, they're a page. As you can see, they're not used to giving that great big old heart. They're young at this. They're new at this. They know they were immature. They know that. You got two pages out here, but they're willing to start because pages represent beginnings. Pages represent change. So I want to give you stability and I want to give you my heart, a stable heart. I want to give you a stable heart. And I know I have the ability to make that change. And I know I have the ability to choose more self-love. And I head in that direction. Not only am I going to love you, but I'm going to show you. Woo! Very nice. I'm going to leave it right there, you guys. Romance angels. Pardon my reach, guys. Let's get a couple of romance angels and then we'll get out of here. Yes, not only am I going to tell you, but I'm going to show you. The Divine Masculine has the power to change. Ooh, that was good. I'm just making a mess. Okay. I don't know why I still have these two decks. Wow. Okay. 6, my goodness. Let's start at the very beginning. Don't want her? Unrequited love, you know that. They're making that change. Not enough attraction or chemistry to keep that thing going. They know they deserve love, so they head in that direction. You are lovable, and they love you, and they love themselves. They also prayed for you. All those prayers and affirmations and visualizations helped them bring you to them. You never were going to get away anyway, no matter how many times you said you would leave them. Because they knew they were coming back just to give you their love. There's a part of them that lives in you. Reconciliation. And you had to trust and have faith that situation was going to work out. Trust them. And because you did, this is the romance of a lifetime. True love, you're the one I'm dreaming of. Your heart fits me like a glove. Let me stop singing. And I'm gonna be true blue, baby, I love you. Anyway, all right, y'all. That was good. That was a good read. Divine Masculine Energy. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. And take care of yourselves and each other till we meet again. Bye.